Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kylie, aka kdotd here today. Thanks for joining me and welcome if you're new. It's actually a great day to be new because I'm reviewing not just one, but two colorways from the recently released Nike SB Dunk Low Grateful Dead Bears, or as I like to call them, the Fuzzy Wuzzies. Let's get into this review. I'm going to give you guys all the shoe details, all the little intricate nuances that really make this collaboration so successful. I'm of course going to give you my thoughts, and do be sure to stay around to the end because I'm going to be styling these and giving some outfit ideas for the guys and the girls. Dunks, specifically SB Dunks, though, have gained a lot of popularity and definitely gaining a lot of attention from the younger sneaker generation and just hype culture in general.
I'm the youngest flexer in the game. Get a zoom in on that. Drip God 101.
Hype me up, hype
You see it? No, for real. Can you really see it?
I think it's due in part to exclusivity and that rare factor, that one of one that not everybody can have. And I think they're really attracted to these wild and cool collaborations. And this collab between Nike SB and the legendary Grateful Dead band, I think is going to go down right along with those. This sneaker draws its collaborative inspiration in some ways quite literally from the band and its history. If you're a Deadhead or even a casual fan, you're well aware about how these bears fit into the collaboration and its story. They were first popularized by the release of the 1973 album History of the Grateful Dead Volume 1 Bear's Choice. This is where these 5 dancing bears appeared on the back cover. Deadheads are known to be some of the most loyal fans out there in like a patriotic cult following type of way. The band embodies a very similar counterculture to kind of what skateboarders are associated with, so it makes perfect sense and it's literally prime storytelling for this particular SB. Let's go ahead and get into the yellow and green pack I have here. First, I have to shout out Mardini. He lent me his yellow bears. Thank you so much. And as for the green, I actually bought them for resale on StockX just to do this review. I will be selling them back, going to be returning them. But it was worth it. I'm super glad I got my hands on them and I was able to see them in real life because I love these shoes. If you've been keeping up with these at all, there has been talk about 5 different colorways, hence the 5 marching bears. But so far we only have 3, and that is going to be the 2 I have today, plus the ceramic orange. The other 2 were rumored to be in blue and pink, but we have yet to see those. I know I personally would love a pink pair. The mock-up I saw online, that shit was fire, but I don't know. Do you guys want to get a blue or a pink pair from this collaboration too? The orange bears came out exclusive to FTC in the San Francisco Bay Area, and that was on July 18th, and then almost about a week later on July 24th, the yellow bears and the green bears dropped at select skate shops, and the yellow also dropped on the Nike Sneakers app.
Psych!
Each pair sold for $110, and if you want to get your hands on them, they are, as predicted, reselling for well over $1,000 on average for each colorway, so that's the luck. So with these shoes, we get a colorful shoebox, but it's pretty standard as far as the box design goes. Like, there's no interesting design elements, no laser cutting or unique open and close features. Now I can show you what I meant by that literal take on the band and its history, and we're gonna see it starting right here with the bears. The bears on the tongue that you see here were pulled directly from that 5 Dancing Bears logo, which is the inspiration behind each colorway, and it really just leads the entire direction and overall design of each respective upper. We get a high quality suede used on the overlays, and then of course the bear fur on the toe box. And it literally feels like teddy bear fur. And you get that same teddy bear fur around the rest of the shoe. For instance, you see it here on the heel a little bit, you even got it around the collar of the shoe, and you got a nice little patch around the Nike check. If you take a closer look at the Nike swoosh, you actually see how they really used a cool design element that was intended to give off this look as if the swoosh were meant to be the jagged scarves that each of the marching bears wear. And they mimic the scarves really well by kind of creating this illusion. It is made of suede, but because of the way they outlined it, it almost appears as a felt-like fabric. which is pretty dope. And in fashion, it is referred to trompe l'oeil or l'oeil. I don't know how to say it, it's French, but all it means is just creating illusion to the eye to make something appear as if it were different. Another direct interpretation from the band is going to be in the logo found on the back of the heel, where Nike is written out using the exact font of the band. The outsoles of this shoe are a traditional Nike SB outsole, so nothing too crazy here. But I did want to point out how nicely it really brings that bear's secondary color back into play. So you get little splashes of this bear's secondary color throughout the shoe, and they're used very intentionally. Aside simply contrasting the main color, they're meant to bring kind of proportion and balance into the design without losing that bold impact that this shoe has. But let's turn this thing over and get inside the shoe and take a look at the insole. And this actually ended up being one of my favorite parts of the shoe. Because when you look in, you automatically see now we have all 5 of those marching bears coming together here. And to take it even one step further, they actually put enough thought in to change out the leading bear in each colorway. I thought it was a pretty tasteful way that they brought all the bears back together and really brought the concept and the collaboration and the inspiration behind this full circle. And when you flip the insole over, they snuck in one last little final tribute to the band on the zoom unit by incorporating in the band's iconic skull logo. Even the laces have a little tribute to the band with the lightning bolts you can find at the ends. And to top it all off, I'm going to come back up to the tongue here to show you my personal favorite detail of this entire shoe. It's a hidden stash box. Surprisingly pretty deep. I don't know, you could put like a house key, a lighter. And if you're familiar at all with the origins of this band from the 60s, very hippie, trippy, psychedelic, I can only imagine what they might use something like that for. That, my friends, is what makes a shoe A1. Now let's get into some outfits and figure out how we're gonna actually wear these shoes. I know they come off a little bit intimidating because, well, they're not exactly a go-to shoe, but that doesn't need to be the case. There's actually a lot of opportunity to work within the colorway and keep it as electric and vibrant and bold, or keep it as neutral, basic, and streamlined as you feel comfortable with. Generally speaking, anything relaxed, loose-fitting, vintage, oversized, untailored. Thrifters, this one is for you. All those thrifted, worn items, yeah, are perfect, because that pre-loved, pre-worn look is going to easily translate into an effortless, weathered look with these outfits. It's a little hard to tell here, but this is a sheer shirt, so you can definitely go a little bit more chic. By the way, it's on trend, so... And let me know what styles you're feeling when you come across an outfit you'd wear by giving this video a thumbs up. And then of course anything distressed, torn, acid wash, colors that are muted, faded, anything psychedelic, reminiscent of that. Here I used a muted color to allow the bears to take the stage and be the statement piece of my outfit. And then with this look, I took what would have been a fairly basic outfit and used a layer to enhance it. Really adds an extra element of interest as well, and makes this outfit one where you're wearing the sneakers, not letting the sneakers wear you. You feel me? And more specifically, graphic tees are going to be great, and obviously tie-dye, but we know that. Jerseys are great too, because a lot of times there's color in them. With this look, I built the entire outfit around the jersey. The blue allowed me to tie in the shoes, and then the pink I played off of to bring in a more statement piece, which is also a reference back to all 5 marching bears. So if you are looking to build around a graphic tee or a jersey or anything of that sort, definitely make sure there's colors in there that are within our color story, very saturated, highlighter, rich. That way you can build out and incorporate more of a statement. If you prefer a more simple option though, it does allow you to bring in more accessories and color play through those accessories. You can definitely opt for an all white or a clean black look, and then choose to add color back in with a print or an accessory just to add a little bit of extra interest or enhance the outfit a little more. Dark khaki colors actually work really well with the yellow bears because, believe it or not, the suede overlays actually take on a little bit of a dark color, so they end up pairing really nicely next to a dark khaki. And don't forget, these are bears. So don't write off playing with fabrics also while you're building an outfit. And think shearling, think Borg, anything velvet, and you guessed it, there's a lot of different ways you can do color with this shoe. Start with a top or a color within your outfit that is inspired by the shoe itself. And from there you can add on layers and play with some other colors. And don't forget reds and of course our oranges. We actually have a colorway for those bears. But when in doubt, look back to our bear friends. Choose a bear or choose a couple, but play off any bear and build. And don't forget, subscribe for more style and fashion tips and of course sneakers. Thanks guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.